Where in the world is Maleah? Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Truly Camellia with Truly Speaks TV, back with another video for y'all. This is actually a story that I have been meaning to talk about, and this story has just touched my heart so much. I will try to get through it without crying today. So we are going to be talking about Miss Maleah Davis. I know many of you have heard about this story and how this precious little girl has been missing for the past 20-something days. We all know that Maleah Davis was reported missing on May 4th, 2019, when a story was told by a man who was in a relationship with her mother. As originally reported, police said Darion Vince was on his way to pick up the girl's mother on May 3rd from Bush International Airport in Houston, Texas. Maleah and the man's one-year-old son were along for the ride. Police stated Vince stopped for a tire blowout that he thought, and then he was approached by 3 Hispanic men that ambushed him. He said he was beaten so severely that he lost consciousness. The following day, Vince regained consciousness, and then he reported his stepdaughter missing, which was Maleah, and an Amber Alert was issued. Now guys, I live in San Antonio, Texas, and they covered this case here where I live, and I have to be honest with y'all. The first time I heard this story, I knew that it was not true. I just had a very, very deep, aggravating feeling that it just wasn't true. Vince is now in police custody where he belongs. So let's talk about Maleah's mother, okay? I really think this lady has mental issues. So Maleah's mother left her with Vince because she had to go out of town to a funeral. Vince and Maleah's mother are together, okay, or they were together. They were an item, and Maleah's mother's name is Brittany, by the way. So Brittany broke up with Vince, and Vince threatened her. Okay, he threatened to do something really, really harmful to Brittany. All right. Now I don't understand why Brittany left Maleah with Vince. I just do not understand this at all. Me personally, I've seen the interviews and a couple of her appearances, and I just think that she's faking the whole thing. This picture is, floating around. They have a picture of him going into the apartment with Maleah. They have camera video of that. This is the picture that shows him coming out, and Maleah never came out of that apartment. So again, I don't understand. I see her interviews, I see some of her appearances, and I honestly, and call me a bad person, I just think she's faking some of the interviews. I really do. She's going out and she's doing all this, passing out flyers and asking people if they've seen her, and to me it's just a big fake thing. Other people are saying that when she cries, there's no tears that are coming out, and I don't even, that's not that didn't do it for me. I just can feel that she knows far more than what everybody thinks about this case. I believe she knows a little bit more of what happened to Maleah. The search continuing, Maleah's biological father, Craig Davis, speaks out for the first time since his daughter's disappearance. Craig says, "I can't control my emotions. I can't predict myself. I break down and I cry." Okay. In an interview with ABC, he expresses the need to talk to Darion Vince about what happened when the girl went missing. All right. And these are Craig's words. Craig says, "I'm not putting the blame on anybody. I just need the questions that aren't answered to be answered. There are so many unanswered questions. It's not for the public to answer them for me. It's not for the police to answer them for me. It's not for the news to answer them for me. It's for Darion to answer those questions for me. A lot of people are blaming the biological father for this because Maleah has been in child protective custody last year. Before Maleah was in child protective custody, she had a string of visits to the ER, all right, which was around the summer of 2018. After Maleah had brain surgery, that was the last visit to the ER. She had brain surgery resulting from that visit. There are claims that she's been abused, okay? Now, I'm not going to look those claims. I did look them up, but I'm not going to show them on here because that's not exactly what this is about. But there were claims that she has been abused, all right? Many are saying that, her biological father should have stepped in and gotten her, which I feel like he should have done, but I honestly don't know his situation. I know the courts work a little bit differently, and so we really don't know what he did try to do, to get Maleah back out of this child protective services, but I'm hoping that he did try, okay? I know for a fact that the CPS services in Texas are horrible. I actually did a research paper, okay? A research paper for my husband on this topic, and I discovered that Texas has a terrible CPS system, and that explains why Maleah was returned back to her parents in February of 2019. Okay, this is some pictures of her after her brain surgery, which I feel like she was beaten. I feel like she was abused. Okay, this poor child. But Maleah was returned back to her parents in February of 2019, and as of today, her body, she has not been found. Okay, Houston police believe that Maleah, was killed. They feel like, they want to find her body and identify her because she needs to have a proper burial and a proper memorial service. People are out searching for her. They've been searching for her for hours and hours upon hours for the last 3 weeks, really, over 3 weeks. They have been searching for her. And no sign. There's been no sign. Okay, but I believe there's one person that knows where she's at or where we can find her body or her remains. And that's Darion. All the evidence points towards him. Okay, it's just a really sad situation for everyone. Again, I said all the evidence is pointing to Darion, and I just don't, and I can't understand how someone can do this to a child, an innocent child. I really just can't understand. Maleah is a precious girl. She's beautiful. She's so cute. I just don't understand how somebody can do this to a child. But I would like to know what you all think. Do you think, as a mother, Brittany should have or could have done more to protect her daughter? What do you think about this story? Just let me know your opinion of what you think. I think that she could have done way more. She's dating somebody. Well, it was her ex-boyfriend. And they're saying that she went to the funeral and she didn't have any money. Somebody paid for her ticket to come, and she didn't have enough to bring the kids along. And she decided to leave them with her ex-boyfriend. I can see if it was your boyfriend, but your ex-boyfriend. And then she's claiming that, there were counts of him sexually molesting her and abusing her physically. Why would you leave your kids with somebody like that? Why would you, for one, even stay in a relationship like that? But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Please pray for this situation and do what you can to help out in this search, as I will be doing the same thing. And hopefully, we can find justice for Maleah, as this story has hit very, very close to me. It's kind of hit home. So Thanks for tuning in, and as always, walk by faith and not by sight. See y'all in the next video. Take care.